Shiny Charizard. Arguably one of the most iconic shinies of all time. I remember being obsessed with it after seeing this artwork by Ken Sugimori. I don't think I knew what shinies were yet, but it looked so cool, and I wondered if or where I could find one. I was limited to Pokemon Platinum and Black and White as a kid, so I don't think there was ever a way for me to hunt for one, even if I did know about shinies. But this mysterious black Charizard always stuck in my mind. My first experience seeing a shiny was when a friend showed me their shiny Magnemite in Pokemon Black and White 2. I specifically remember it because she nicknamed it Etimengam, which is Magnemite backwards. I think I started to piece together what shiny Pokemon meant after seeing that one. I had a deep dive on how to shiny hunt Pokemon, and I remember doing a lot of resets for Tepig in White, but of course I was never able to hunt for Charizard until now. It seems the universe really wants me to reconsider my opinion on Kanto, because just a week or two after I started my Let's Go Eevee badge quest, Nintendo announced a Fire Red and Leaf Green port for the Nintendo Switch. So I guess 2026 is going to be a very Kanto year for this channel. It's been really exciting seeing everyone getting back into these games and re-experiencing them on the Switch. And before you comment, you know you can just play it on your phone for free. Why am I even entertaining this? I honestly thought this was just a meme until I actually found myself in this conversation. I'm not trying to shade anyone, we can all have our opinions. I just want to play Pokemon on my Switch. I don't want to play it on my phone, I've done it before, and the novelty wore off very quick. This port release is really perfect for me personally. I'm usually a physical video game collector, but I never planned to get Fire Red or Leaf Green on the Switch. I know that the cartridges have a battery life, and so I'd have to buy and replace the battery, as well as pay a super big price for it. So a £20 port that I can play on my Switch too sounds like a pretty good steal to me. Okay, now I've got that off my chest. Here we are in 2026, starting a forever save file in Pokemon Leaf Green version. And I'll of course be starting my journey with a shiny hunt, a 1 in 8192 shiny hunt, the Charmander. I'm so excited to do this. As I said before, I think shiny Charizard is one of the most iconic shiny Pokemon ever, and I think it's a pretty fitting way to start this save file. I often have little headcanons in my mind while I play my saves, and I love the idea of a mysterious trainer with a black Charizard beginning the gym challenge and taking on the Pokemon League. And it's going to be so cool having a black Charizard in my Hall of Fame debut photo. This playthrough really is for little me. So without further ado, this is how I shiny hunted black Charizard in my Leaf Green Forever save file. So, before we started the hunt for Charmander, there's actually another hunt I wanted to begin with, an ID hunt. I first learnt about ID hunting from Broseidon's Fire Red and Leaf Green Dream Team quest, which is amazing by the way, and he just re-uploaded it as a long movie-length video, so you should definitely check that out. Every time you start your game, you're given an ID number on your trainer card. The idea for ID hunting is you reset your game until you get an ID number that you like. I didn't have a specific target in mind, just something that I felt looked cool or I connected with. I spent 3 days doing this while I was watching everyone already on their shiny hunts, getting their starter Pokemon. I started to consider giving up because nothing was really resonating with me, and I was about to settle on 00239, which is Elekid's Pokedex number. But a friend and fellow creator Usherwaves
Deli? Yep. Forever in your debt, Ellie.
convinced me to keep going. And this will be a save file I want to look back on in 10 years time and be completely proud of. So I kept going, and only a few resets later, I found the perfect ID, 00300. I'm so glad I held out for this. It's a super satisfying palindrome, and it's also Skitty's Pokedex number. Thanks again, Waves, for persuading me to keep going. I'm really glad I did. Now onto the main hunt, shiny Charmander. I started doing a lot of this hunt on stream, which has been super fun as always. It's a super laid back, chill vibe. I love seeing everyone in chat shiny hunting alongside the stream. And if you want to join us for our next hunt, feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/elliefawnx. I'd love to see you there. It's been really exciting seeing everyone doing these hunts together, and I really hope that the wins and wave starters aren't shiny lots so that we can do this again. I counted around 500 resets on stream, but I did do a lot of hunting offline too, and I could get around 100 resets each journey. It had been raining quite a lot around this time too, so it was really nice to get cozy and hunt in bed while watching the rain hit the window. I've also been watching Pokemon Horizons on Netflix, which has actually really surprised me. It's super cute and I've grown to love Sprigatito quite a lot. Honestly, it's in my top favourites now, and I guess propaganda works because it's even had me considering buying Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. Don't hate me. We also had the Oscars, which I stayed up late to watch in the UK while I got my resets in. Fans of my channel probably know that I'm a big movie nerd. I watch a lot of movies, and this year's nominees were all really good. I was a big fan of One Battle After Another, so that was definitely my pick for Best Picture. I also saw Marty Supreme and Sinners in IMAX, so would have liked to see any of them win. But the most important moment of the evening was McKenna Grace posting a video opening Pokemon cards in the audience. She is an absolute icon. I was around 1,000 to 1,500 resets maybe, so I had a lot more ahead of me to get to 8192. And knowing how Charmander treated me in Let's Go Eevee, I had a feeling it was going to be a long journey ahead. I was editing my Let's Go Eevee video and I got myself cozy for another evening of hunting in bed, but then... Hello, so I was just watching Party Early. I was just taking a break from editing my Let's Go Eevee video. I took a break to watch the stream and get some encounters in for Charmander. Shiny Charmander, definitely under odds. I'd say around 1,000, maybe 1.5 to 2,000. Oh my god, sorry, I don't know what to say. I'm so shocked. I was not expecting this at all. He's a lonely boy. And yeah. This was so unexpected and exciting. I finally got my first 1 in 8192 shiny of 2026, and it was very under odds. I guess going over odds for my last few hunts has finally balanced itself out. So I found shiny Charmander, but you've seen the title. This is about how I found shiny Charizard. So I'm just going to play the game until I evolve it. End of video, right? Well, not exactly. Since, as you know, I'm a pretty pretentious player that cares way too much about my Pokemon. I want to EV train my Charmander so he can be as close to perfection as he can be. For those that don't know, here's a quick explanation of what EV training is. EVs, or effort values, are basically hidden points your Pokemon gain just from fainting other Pokemon, which can boost your stats. Each Pokemon you faint gives out an EV in a particular stat. So for example, fainting one Pidgey gives your Pokemon 1 speed EV, or a Bellsprout gives 1 attack EV. A Pokemon can have a maximum of 510 overall EVs and a maximum of 252 in one stat. So typically you'll max out 2 stats to 252, and the leftover couple can go to a third. Okay, I know that's a lot, and I'm sure I've explained it not in the best way, so I will leave a video in the description explaining it better than I have, if that does interest you. But basically, overall, it means my Pokemon will be stronger and faster. I want to focus on gaining EVs for my speed and special attack stats. Unfortunately, both Rattata and Pidgey both give speed EVs and are found on Route 1 right at the beginning of the game. So I began training straight away. I started on stream, which was super fun. Thanks to everyone who's been chatting in stream recently. It means a lot to have so many recognizable faces every stream. I did one battle after another and stayed up pretty late watching other Twitch streams, and then evolved my Charmander into Charmeleon, which is super funny since I haven't even beaten the first gym yet. I was up till 3 in the morning and finally counted to 252, and then did a few more just to be on the safe side. Then I had to give it a rest since I was getting a train early in the morning. The next few days were super fun. In the UK, we had some of the hottest days of the year so far. It felt like we skipped spring and went straight to summer. I made the most of it by making sandwiches and having picnic dates out in the sun. When I got back to playing Pokemon in the evening, I had to battle Brock. And even though I had spent all this time training my Charmeleon, I couldn't use him for this battle. If I fainted any of Brock's Pokemon with Charmeleon, I would have gained an EV in a stat I didn't want, and the earliest place I can get special attack EVs is in the Pokemon Tower against Ghastly, so Charmeleon will be on the bench for a little while now. I put together a little team consisting of Pikachu, Spearow and Mankey to get me through to Lavender Town. I made my way through Mount Moon and then beat Misty. Then I spent all night beating all the trainers on the SS Anne. I made my way through Rock Tunnel to finally get to Lavender Town. I finally got to nickname my Charmeleon, which I nicknamed Mercury. And I spent another day in the sun having another picnic date. And I was super excited to get home and start EV training for special attack stats. And then I realised I can't actually battle Ghastly until I have the Sylph Scope. So a little more adventuring had to be done. To get the Sylph Scope, I had to beat Giovanni in the secret base under the game corner. So I made my way to Celadon City, which I actually feel a lot of nostalgia for. I'm not sure why, but the underground tunnel leading to Celadon City feels like a liminal space. It feels quite uneasy, yet comforting at the same time. I also really like Celadon City's design and all the different Pokemon you can get here, from the game corner as well as the EV you can get by going through the office building and up to the roof. I'm definitely going to shiny hunt this EV at some point. Anyways, I easily made my way through the rocket base, beating all the grunts and then Giovanni. And with the Sylph Scope, I made my way back to the Pokemon Tower and finally began training against Ghastly. I love the Pokemon Tower. The music feels super nostalgic for me. It's definitely one of the most iconic places in Kanto. I was very excited to finally be EV training again. The shiny black Charizard was in sight. I grinded out all the battles while watching Pokemon Horizons, and I was finally able to evolve my Charmeleon into Charizard. Hello, so as you can see, I've just started a battle and I am just about to level up to 36, which is when Charmeleon is going to evolve into Charizard. So I thought I'd record it. So here we go. Level 36. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. god. That actually looks so crazy. I can't believe I have this. Like, you don't understand how much of a dream shiny this has been for like ever since I was little. Like, seeing it feels unreal. Oh my god. And it wants to learn wing attack, so I guess we will I guess we'll swap scratch. But yeah, oh my god. It just looks so good. I'm kind of speechless. I don't really know what to say. It's like, yeah, I guess it's my reaction to shiny Charizard. Yeah, I guess I still haven't finished EV training, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But yeah, there we go. Oh my god, it looks so good. Anyways, back to EV training now. I can't believe I finally have this shiny after all these years of wanting one. It always feels so rewarding resetting for a 1 in 8192 shiny, as well as for the ID number 2. And I loved spending hours staying up late, grinding battles for the EVs. I felt like a kid again doing this, and I honestly really recommend it. This is one of the most satisfying experiences I've had playing Pokemon in a very long time. And I'm so excited to finally play the rest of the game with this shiny. I also forgot to mention, I've seen a lot of other Pokemon YouTubers making journals of their shinies, and since I love drawing too, I thought I'd give it a go myself. I'm planning to do a playthrough of the whole game for fun now, and then shiny hunt Mewtwo, which is another shiny I've wanted for a very long time, and I'm sure I'll make another video about that. Seeing everyone playing together doing the same hunt has made this experience even more enjoyable. I've loved popping in and out of different streams and seeing everyone's progress in their Dream Team quests. I'm super excited for the future of the save file, and also doing more community shiny hunts. I'm especially looking forward to Safari Week this year, which I'll most likely do on Leaf Green. Anyways, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making it and felt super motivated after finding shiny Charmander so soon. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, it does help a lot. And if you want to keep up to date with my forever saves, please consider subscribing and following my Twitch over at twitch.tv/elliefawnx, where you can watch me live doing more of my shiny hunts. Thank you all so much again for watching. I appreciate all the support you've been sharing this channel recently. Until next time, bye!